one of my trips back was that grave. That was harder than I thought it would be to film and bury my hand under the dirt. This shot right here never got across that I was coming out of King Kong and crying, but that's what I had meant for it to be. This is some of the only stuff we shot outside with the big monkey in kind of a public place. I've always been a big fan of empty parking garages. Back in high school, we used to shoot stuff and film stuff, and that's where we get most of our great ideas. Empty parking garages. This was the hardest segment in my film to edit because I didn't have enough footage. I didn't really know what I was getting across. Only that I was seeing the monkey everywhere that I go. It'd pop up and disappear, and what's going on and so forth. So, and I'm not sure I convey that enough in this. This I went on too long because I trying to cue it up to the music, and so this is where I'm living now.
David, stop it!
Only bit of dialogue in Love and Air 2 or Love and Air 1 for that matter. We'll see. There may be a little surprise in Love and Air 3. This kind of montage at the end, I guess is one of my specialties, so I just pretty much put everything in the segment, and then I ran around. That shot right there was the absolute last thing I shot, because that was one of the last segments that I had to do, and that was just very late at night. I think that was the same night as my dancing thing. The Halloween segment I actually did shoot on Halloween night. You can tell that I'm very scruffy right there because I hadn't shaved in a week. Because I had been sick. So the day I came back was Halloween, so I just decided not to shave and just be kind of a disgusting rednecky type of guy. And here I open the door with my right hand, but then all of a sudden it's my left hand or vice versa, whatever. There's a nice money shot down my shirt there. The Billy Bob teeth have always done me well. That's always a big joke. People love that. I was actually surprised right here where the knife hits my neck. That actually does get kind of a nice little scream when watching it with a bunch of women. I'm sure guys scream at that too, but I thought that was funny. I got a kick out of that, watching people, kind of shudder at that point. It's well edited. I mean, I don't blame you. It did feel good to shave after 5 days of not shaving. I'm not a big facial hair guy. Not that I think anything less of people who are.
I'm looking down the hole, you're looking up at me. You're cold and tired, that is easy to see.
This I filmed on my vacation, the week I took off to edit this whole movie. Because I knew that I wanted to do something with the little monkeys. I just didn't know what. And I knew that I wanted one of the monkeys to attack me like it was possessed. So the playground scene seemed to work for the first one. So we took all the monkeys to a different playground and just shot them doing stuff. And it was kind of fun. Shooting something, when you have no money, literally, not, all you gotta do is, use your imagination. And I think I'm pretty good at that. Removing the shoelaces was a suggestion given to me by Anne-Marie Daniels, because she thought I had those on for too long, and I think she was right. I think that was a good suggestion, so that's why there's that whole sequence. This is the monkey designed by Akemi, who originally was one of the 2 people to bring me. That also gets a big scream. People don't like knives in the eye, apparently. Not sure why. That's weird. But that actually was a swastika written on the back of the neck of that monkey. Akemi and I have a lot of inside jokes that I'm a racist and a womanizer, so that's why she gave me that. There's a little Hitler mustache on that monkey. And here's another shot of me being stupid. I'd just seen Kong, and I was feeling a little ape-like. This I shot very early, probably in summer, right after I got my computer, right after I decided that I would do a Love and Air sequel. And I actually bought a whole bunch of red light bulbs. Are you kidding me? Hold on 1 second. Hello? Hey, I'm actually recording the audio commentary to Love and Air 2. Can I call you right back? Alright. Okay, I'll call you in like 20 minutes. Alright, bye. I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. That was a phone call. How very Paris Hilton of me. I'll go ahead and silence that right now. Did I miss anything, by the way? So I needed something at the beginning of this sequence, which is why I just chose Fresh Prince, and there's no real story behind that. I like the Fresh Prince. I like Will Smith. It's a catchy little beat. This is one of the first things. Another one of the first things. How many one of the first things can there be, though? I always knew that I wanted, because this was kind of a creepy song that I enjoyed and wanted to edit something to. And so I always wanted there to be this kind of changing sequence where I kind of turn into a monkey. And this was fun to do because I was completely alone. It's another one of those, I just set the camera up on the tripod, hit record, and do something stupid. But it was fun, but it was also really hard. It was strenuous to do. I didn't get Kaylin's character across enough in this movie. She was actually supposed to be more of a babysitter type for my children, but that never really comes across. And I should have probably credited her as the babysitter, but I never did. So, Kaylin, I'm sorry. This I actually did have to re-edit after it was all done, because someone watched a rough cut of this and told me it looked like I was pooping a banana out. So they thought that. So I made a couple of cuts here and there, and I hope it worked. No one said at the premiere that it looked like I was pooping out a banana. And I'm glad. Because that banana was just supposed to materialize into my hand. This is, old-fashioned, original Wolfman type special effects. So yeah, the original monkey from Love and Air 1 was demolished. It garnered a couple holes after the first one, so I kind of cut it up and made a little suit out of it that I could put on. I still have all the pieces. They're just in sections. This scene was not really that much fun for me to do. Because it was hard. I mean, we were all smiles and giggles. So it was a hard one to do. In fact, you can really see. It's not scary. And this scene is just obscenely shocking. Just kind of out of nowhere, it gets to be very bloody. And I'm actually supposed to be eating her like a lion or a carnivorous monkey would. And then suddenly it's all gone. I should have got a shot that she was gone too. It was all just kind of a wake up. There are a lot of, I just woke up and nothing happened. I wish this effect would work better, the thing with the phone, because I actually do that. I use my cell phone as a flashlight sometimes. This is Chris using the monkey suit, grabbing me, and then I get sucked off into another dimension. So this is Annandale Park. Nick and I went out one day. Found kind of a secluded place because I didn't want anyone to see me for one. I also didn't want to see anyone else in the movie. I just wanted it to kind of be a different dimension kind of thing. Yeah, this was a lot of fun, but again, it didn't get the laughs that I was expecting. Nick thought it was hysterical because Nick was there. But yeah, it was. I don't blame you, audience. I blame myself. I still think it's amazing. This idea of the cuticle scissors has always been one of my favorites. I've always wanted to do this, not necessarily in a ridiculous monkey movie, but I just think this little action sequence is cool. Sorry. That's not a stunt double. That's actually me doing all that work. I know. It's hard to believe. But, yeah. And then it gets very sad. I use the Spanish version of Crying here. Roy Orbison's Crying from a kind of a freaky little movie called Mulholland Drive. And that was another movie that didn't make a whole lot of sense, but didn't need to. It was just brilliant. Not that I'm saying this is brilliant. I wouldn't dare. And then we finish it off with another Nine Inch Nails song. I used Hurt at the end of Love and Air 1, and I used this Closer in part 2. And so who knows what will come in number 3. But I like this fade out, fade in look. It's cool. I don't care what you say. This is my Alien 3 homage. Yeah. I'm the Sigourney Weaver character right there. But no little monkey alien head comes out of its mouth. So, and then starts the full hardcore sex scene, which people are saying deserves an NC-17 rating. I'm still not so sure. Yes, I perform on the monkey, but it's still an inflatable monkey. There's no nudity. So yeah, this was another scene that was not fun because it gets hot in a closed room with lots of lights, and me moving around like that is it's hard, especially when I have to be so careful about not popping the monkeys, and then the second monkey enters. By the pretty much everyone knew that I had more than one monkey, so it wasn't a big surprise. Although that's what I was really going for. I went and I ended up buying 5 monkeys for this particular movie, and they just kind of keep popping up, doing disgusting things. I'm an idiot. I also don't smoke. And then the big montage ending with some S&M sex. And this actually turned out better than I expected with the music, because I was having a lot of problems with my computer towards the end of this thing, and it was hard to sync it up and just watch it in the editing process. But I just wanted to throw everyone in, and to kind of get that montage feel that I put in the last one. And then another kind of popular song at the end of the credits, and I did a lot more with the credits in this one. I did the slide-ins and all that fun stuff, which I was really proud of. I liked how this. I really liked how this synced up, and I planned on doing some other stuff with the cast later, but I really felt that the cast just needed to come up right after this. So there's really no sync, but I did enjoy taking the still frames out, and I think I got some nice ones. I wish I had gotten better ones, but it's hard to take a frame out and when someone's just kind of being their normal selves, and take one frame out that really looks good. I could have taken some really bad frames out. That would have been really easy, but I didn't want anyone to look like an idiot, except for me. so concludes the audio commentary of Love and Air 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. And we will see you next time. I guess I really should say something about my dad. He had a lot to do with this movie. I got a brand new computer from him for my birthday, and so I didn't have to make the trips up to Reading to edit part 2. So thanks to him, and thanks to everyone who helped out, doing what they could and what they would. I really appreciate it, and can't wait for Love and Air 3. I can wait, but I know you can't. So, to all my fans, good night.